Hello everyone, this is Akhier Dragonheart, and I'm going to do more Minecraft, an actual LP. It's been a while. You'll notice we're in 14W17A, the one right before the slime block awesomeness, mostly because I did a bunch of tests of the Isles, and the latest one doesn't have quite match up, so I'm going to be showing these in this, just noting that it is, and this is just using the seed I put in the number 1. And here's how the default terrain spawns. This obviously is my own little tower. It's a relatively nice place. We've got some animals over there. There's a thing there. Slight hilly rise over in this direction. If I can actually get fly to engage. I will note I'll probably fumble around with crouching for a bit because I've changed up my keys. Shift is now fast, and crouch is the left alt. I'm doing that because you can't jump and crouch when you're flying. If you press both, it lets you place stuff in midair. And yeah, just it's easier to hold something down with your thumb than with your pinky. So I was hoping that would get rid of the oh god, my pinky hurts, but if I let go, I fall to my death thing. There's this ravine right here and a slight rise, not even as much as the one over there. Now I'm just going to return to the center and go to what the Isles version of this area looks like. And we save and quit, go out to the Isles. I'll show you what actually changes between these two after this by going to a new one. But the terrain looks similar, but definitely different. You just recognize it because it's got a vague... It's like, obviously quite different overall, but seen from above, it wouldn't look that different. Maybe the rivers are a little more chaotic, but like, this what was a little rise, now like it pulled itself out of the ground, except for the grass. All this is just all up in the air and chaotic, and even with this area having been loaded before by me, it's kind of a little more than I'd prefer. Like, yeah, I'm lagging out right here. And mostly because I'm recording, it's not very happy with me at all. There we go. But it's definitely cool terrain. I don't quite like the Isles, though, as default, because it's got those random tiny floating things, and it just doesn't look as well as I'd like it. Also, these things, like, you could find something like this just out in the wild, in a predefined Minecraft world with just default settings, but it's rare, and it's special because of the rarity, whereas in this world, it's like every other place is a floating island. Which, while cool at first, does kind of take away from it, because you can't, like, colonize every single floating island. Yeah, that's basically what I'd like. When you find one, you do something with it. Or you even have to make your own floating island. Here, it's just a little too easy for my taste. Also, like I said, lag. Genning new terrain is kind of hellish if you don't have a good enough computer. Oh, and just to show it, this is what the world gen liked with the yeah, the newest snapshot, so that's why I'm not using it. Oop, I don't know why it does that. I think it's detecting it as a double click for some reason. So that's annoying. Let's see. I'll real quickly show the, well, I won't actually gen it, but I'll show what it is that's changing. Come here, and you notice all these. Like, this is the only thing that's being changed in here. This one and this one. Or, this one and this one. Which one is it? Presets, Isles. Here we go. This one and this one. And if we click defaults, presets. Doesn't like that. Done. Cancel. Create new world. Don't even need to follow that. Customize. Yeah. It's those two, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's like I had them memorized even. And then I can't remember them for the life of me. Okay, no, it's coordinate scale and height scale. Yeah, these are the ones that change. What was I thinking the other ones? Oh, well. But yeah, so I've basically gotten a few different styles of that. Let's see, what one should I do next? This one. It's halfway between Isles and Default. And you'll notice right away it's got a little more hilliness to it. The terrain is still pretty recognizable as the previous area, though it has some interesting aspects with it. Also, I changed both numbers to halfway. I like this one because it's got some floating bits. Obviously, go and fix that if I was staying in the area. But it's generally more grounded. That makes sense. Even though it has like floating islands and stuff, it tends to be more down and connected to the ground below it. You get some overhangs, and it's pretty nice overall. And you do get flat sections. Overall, the Isles, also, another thing I have with it, is it's just too islandy. It's like, you can't just be on the ground floor and make something because there's always going to be something over you, and that's just annoying. This I find interesting. It's, most of them actually have this some way connected or massively above. Halfway actually has a nice little reasonable island. Like, this would be a place I'd make a house at. Because it's pretty decent. A small house, mind you, but house nonetheless. And now we're going to return to the center pole. Also, I will note, even though I'm going through all this, depending if I load up a new world and it's really terrible laggy from genning, definitely probably just going to go with a... Let's see. Third towards normal. So, it's a third of the Isles settings, basically. This one, definitely flatter, though that's to be expected. I actually know this terrain relatively well because I did other tests with it. I tested some of the random things. A few of them, when you turn it to 0, it basically makes like waves in the ground. Maybe I'll actually show that, because that is pretty cool to see. It's an interesting way of having it. I like this because it's really, like, halfway through, it was down to earth, yes, but you had a bunch of floating islands. This, you basically don't see floating islands. I assume there are some around, but... Oh, creeper. But overall, it's got more height, more heightness to it. I don't know a good word for it, but it works out pretty well with that. And yet still keeps everything down to earth, which I think is going to be very much a term I apparently will be using in this first bit. Quit, single player. And of course I've got third towards Isles, so this is 2/3 of the numbers for the Isle settings. Above halfway. You notice right away over here, this thing is like this. And if we come along here, this place, which is a hill, is actually about the least hilly it's gotten, which is kind of odd, seeing this is higher than some of the other ones. But then again, it is random, so you can't really tell exactly. You have to go more with generalities. This definitely looks like it's got some cliffiness to it that I like. And I'm going to keep making up words to describe everything because that works better. There's also a little more... I don't think I'd play with this because it is more hilly, which seems odd, but the third towards normal was hilly, but it also had enough large flat sections that it wouldn't be hard to move around. In this kind of terrain, I need a horse just to move around without having to jump every block, which I'd find slightly annoying. Single player, what haven't we done? This one, there's one variable that goes to 6K when you do the Isles, and I keep the other one at the default, and I wanted to see what that would look like. The other way around was just boring. It was mostly normal. This one actually might end up being what I play because it created like a little isle there, but mostly it kept to just having hills, and the flat areas were flat, which I like. And yeah, rivers were interesting with all that. Overall, it tended to be a decent looking area, though I think I've gotten slightly lost. Oh, nope, here we are. I definitely like how it's got these overhangs, and it seems to develop them more often than I've seen with some of the other settings. Like, the one place I flew through an overhang, but like that was like the only overhang within range area. This place seems to have them wherever there's like a river nearby or something, which I definitely think is an asset, because those areas are not only interesting to look at, but fun from a gameplay perspective, because they spawn mobs. It's like, even if it's the middle of the day, you're going to get mobs just everywhere. And it also tends to turn any kind of hill into an actual cliff, while leaving the lowlands actually relatively flat. You'll see here, it's like I could run almost halfway to the, or most of the way to the tower, and yet not have to jump. Whereas this is actually really nice. It's an interesting variable to mess with. Though 6K is the max for it, so you can't really go anywhere beyond this, so yeah. Also, as I noted, like, there's this one floating island, and that's about it. And it makes it all the better for its rarity. So yeah, separation makes the heart grow fonder, or whatever. And this one I just maxed everything. All the variables. Because even the one wasn't maxed in the Isles, it was just most. And that's the randomness, because like the last one was like some flat, all that. Yeah. Yeah, this is or maybe smoothness might be a better word. Yeah, I wouldn't say randomness. I'd say smoothness. So maxing this really made a mess of the place. It's just, it isn't even really interesting. It's probably be cool if you find the right place to look at it from, but overall I wouldn't want to live in a world like this for my LP. Though it does have some interesting things around. Overall, I'd much prefer a number of the other ones over it. And once again, like I mentioned, I like to be able to walk across the place without having to jump every block to get there. And let's see, what else do I want? Show default. I'll show you one of the interesting things. Let's see, which one is it? We'll turn the Y? No. We'll turn the X down to nothing. Yeah. Oh, and this is the one that up to 6K normally, and then this is the one that apparently is the random annoyance thing. But yeah, we'll pop open this world real quick. It creates an interesting wave-like thing with the ground, this bit of removal randomness. I actually found those, the main X and Y and Z, relatively boring to increase, because more randomness tends to just even it out. Or, I wouldn't even say randomness there necessarily, but you see the kind of wave-like modulation of the ground. It's actually really interesting. And I'll have to play with these variables a bit more before I really get a good feeling for them, but if you want an interesting grounds for combat, if you have two sides, this might be a good one, because it basically sets up Just like you have to have all these ditches and stuff pre-made. And it's pretty cool for something like that. Having automatic just protections just like drop back a few feet like, ooh, shooting at me. Rah. And it definitely breaks up the line of sight. You get up here and you look and you're seeing like half of the actual field over this way. Like, you even completely miss there's almost like a little cave here. So it would be interesting for some kind of arena or team deathmatch thing with people stationed on both sides of it. If you take the other one, the Z, and the sound cuts out right here for some reason. But yeah, basically if you switch the coordinate he does, it goes the other way. So if you have a good map and it's not quite what you want with this weird wavy thing, switch around. Anyway, now I'm going to be getting rid of some stuff. Let's see, is this where I cut? Good enough. Oh, wait, that's where I cut. I cut it down to just these. And yeah, I'm even getting rid of that. I was just noting that that's the one that I plan to use. And we should be getting back to sound soon. Give it there. And here we are with 14W18A. And let's get a world going with this. Well, I'll leave the name for later. World options. Customize. Let's see, which one is it? These two, right? Boom. Yeah, I'm going to go with the 6,000, as I said. And seed. Test Varia. Though I don't think I'll call the world Test Varia. And bonus chest, why not? Start you with some items. As for the name, give me a second. Okay, that took more than a second, but I have a better idea. Actually, I'm going to change, because I like to keep the seed the same. Living in Minecraft. Because I took a good bit of time thinking. I realized something. I've actually not done something that maybe some of you noticed, but overall, I think I've been severely lacking in. And that's a home world. It's kind of strange to be seeing it, but like I mostly noticed it because Seth and someone else did. But yeah, Seth did his look back on his previous worlds, and you know what? I don't really have previous worlds. F3. There we go. Wait until the chunk updates go down to nothing. Stupid FPS not going up. Yeah, well, I can live with 20. I'll try to make it better, but God. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have a home such as it is. I've always just had like one-off worlds. So I'm gonna actually try to make a home out of this one. Because, yeah. Oop, there's my chest. Oh, god dang it. I can't hear it. Just a second. Okay, that's better. Had to restart my... Ooh, nice. To restart Minecraft to get to actually let me hear what's going on. A little more than I'd probably need, but I guess the wood axes are a decent start. And really the biggest thing is the fact that I get a... Actually, since I do have a wood axe, I might as well use it. Really, the biggest thing is that it starts you with a couple of torches. My goodness, I'm resisting the urge to try to press M for map. It won't work. Not playing with mods. Oh, that's cool. I'm mostly coming over here to get some stone to start off with. And get a good lay of the land. Looks pretty interesting. I'm noting that I see some surface of the... of a number of the newer... Okay, what's up with that? That's obnoxious. Oop, didn't mean to screenshot. Yeah, block updates are happening. Gonna have to fix that. Options, video settings, 8 chunks. That should be fine. Particles decreased. I even have that decreased. I wonder if I turn that off, would that do anything? God, I don't know. Reduced to 6 chunks. Okay. There we go. I really should just upgrade to the next level pick right away, honestly. But yeah, except for the fact that this is just a naked hill, overall the terrain looks pretty good around here. Though I think I'll just get the required cobblestone and... Let's see, what do I want? I'll get 6. 6 sounds good. And I'll head over to there. Bit of a height. And I'll go by tree. If I can manage it. Looks like I won't be able to manage it. Ooh! I definitely like the, I haven't played Minecraft much since they changed it over to being able to just hold a button and sprint, but man, that's lovely. Going out of my way to make it harder by making it into one giant jumping puzzle. Nope, nope, oh well. I really shouldn't run, all things considered. I don't want to be under here, since it is a place for basically mob spawning. Yeah, dang it. Ah. There we go. Yes, definitely like this. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I know where I'm starting off. I think my plan will probably be along the lines of just constantly moving around and making houses until I find like something that really makes me want to settle down. Like, this is interesting, but well, that's interesting. When you break it for a moment, it's like, well, I'm some kind of other flower. And it's not doing it from this angle. So is it like when you look at... Oh, right, because of sun. So it's pointing... It's pretending to be a sunflower when it breaks. That's cute. Of course, this Minecraft, and what would Minecraft be without breaking wood? Because I got the bonus chest, I was able to skip the all-important punching wood, which, of course, will forever be a mark against this LP. But life goes on. There we go. Let's see. I don't really want to clear all the trees necessarily from up here, but I definitely need the resources to build something. Like just a basic house before I set off. I think this would be more of a base camp kind of area rather than an actual home to stay in. Basically, I want somewhere so when I inevitably die, I can start off there rather than start from zero. If my bed's disrupted or something. Because I very much plan to just kind of haul off in a random direction and work from there. I think it'll be interesting. And obviously, I'll come back to previous places and stuff, but just kind of let it come off the cuff. Don't know how it's going to work out since as I said, I generally have one-off worlds. I don't tend to just stay in the same one. I think it's mostly because of servers. God, I wish I was playing on a server. Like, that is like the one thing that would make me really, really happy if I could find a server that was, well, not just any server. So, like, if you happen to have, like, a server and you're like, oh, you should come play with us. It's not quite what I'm looking for. Let's see. What was the best server I've been on that wasn't mod... Well, including modded ones. Because I've had a lot of good modded ones. I've had a couple of good survival. But really the biggest thing in the end tends to come up being... They don't seem to survive very long. Like, I join, and then no one... It's like they die. Like, I'm cursed or something. I don't know what's up with that. Where's the sun? Then again, I think it might mostly be like the modded. I play on Bay 12 servers mostly, and they tend to don't last all that long. I think it's mostly because, like, you get to a certain point with mods, and then it's like you want to start over or something, and... Ah, dang it! I'm gonna do that a few times. Expect to see more of that. While I'm down here, let's go find that pig I saw. Pigoo, pigoo, I need you. For food. Die. Bacon. And some seeds. That's always useful. I don't see any other animals around here. Oh, there's more pigs. And some sheep. That could be useful. But mostly I need food. I don't think I have it on hard mode yet. To check. It might be on hard mode because if I'm actually playing, I tend to play on hard mode just because. There we go. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I think I tried to make a home in the weekly Minecraft I was trying to do for a bit before it failed as well. The problem with that one was I was going about the wrong way. I was trying to make a big project before I even set up anywhere or collected resources or anything. So that didn't work out. And fire. Fire kind of sucks. Another pigoo. There are not going to be many of those around once I'm done with the area, I think. I'm getting a good starting food. I'm starting to work. Am I on... I'm not on... Okay, I'm on normal. I think I'm going to lock it to hard after I get past the just punching wood part. Actually, you know what? No. I say that, I'll never do it. Boom. Yes. Hard mode. Mostly because I'm really terrible with that. It's like I put it on hard mode and then it's like, but I'm doing a mob spawner, so I'll just, you know, set it to peaceful for it, or something like that. I don't think I've done it with my videos, but it's definitely a thing. I also test stuff a lot, so overall it's gonna be better. I hope. Yeah, well. Just neither here nor there in the end. I did it. There's no going back. I'm sure you could probably edit the files or something, and you really want to get technical on that point, but as far as I'm concerned, it's all done. Managed to get a full stack of the stuff. And there's just the right amount of wood to let me make a bed. There we go. Goodbye, son. Hello, son. Ooh, there's pigs over there. I'll have to remember that. Well, I should probably, well, I don't have the meat for them to breed, or the vegetable for them to breed them, which would be somewhat of a problem. I feel like I should take this down a level, but I don't think I'm quite at the point where I can do that. And, just at the foot of that, why not? And first order of the day, I think I'm going to go and get myself some more stone. Ah, dang it. That's horrible. What was intended... Okay, I can't even run. What was intended to happen there was to run and jump, and thus land on the other side, not taking as much damage. What actually happened, very far from that. Huh. Ooh. I'm just burning up the hunger. Oh, looks like there's a floating island up there. That'll be interesting. I should have made a actual pick, come to think of it. So, is that snow on that tree? Or, yeah, that might be snow. I think that's snow over there. It is a pine tree, so it's quite likely it could be snow. You never know that kind of stuff. Also, I'm going to die here, probably, from hunger. Because that's how manly men go. Nothing else can get them. Rawr. Oh, there's a lot of pigs over there. Well, I do prefer cow. I'm not going to complain about food sources in general. Let's see. Ah, dang it. Yeah. Ooh, an apple. Yeah. I like treetop. Dang it. Treetop parkour. Huh. I wish I could have started in a more interesting biome, but again, that doesn't matter. You make the place where you live interesting. I've got to wonder why there hasn't been any mobs under that one thing. The overhang. Because I've been hanging around the area. Found on this apple. There we go. Like, there should be mobs under there. I'm on hard mode. I've locked it to hard mode. Where are the mobs? It's like it doesn't realize it's dark here. Actually, that's a good point. Is it actually dark? Yeah, it is dark. Huh. Gotta wonder about that. Like, where are the mobs? I had to make this easier, too. Actually... But that's not actually the way that I come from. Yeah, good enough. We've actually got a relatively nice place already, with nothing else around. I think I want to take off this top layer right here, but that's a little more than I need to deal with necessarily right off the bat. First things first is I definitely need to do something about food. It can go right here. Okay, let's see. 8. One of that. And that'll get me good amount of food, actually. 1, 2, 3. Grab that. And I'll do that. Split that in half. That's 8 sticks. Got 4 of these. Got some of that. 1, 2, 3. With this, I can make a few tools. Actually, I'll make a hoe. I'm going to need 1 more cobble, actually, because I'm making a sword with that. There we go. And this will be a pick. There we go. It feels wasteful not to use that up. Let's see, there's the 1 seed I have, and you can be next on the burn thing. I wonder if you'll completely burn up a pork, or cook a pork, so I'll set that in there, and I'll grab this little bit of food. I'll need some water. Where's a good drop-off point? Need to remember, crouch is another button. It's definitely awkward changing around crouch and shift, though I think overall that's gonna help me. Hopefully. One of those maybes. You can go there for now. Obviously, if I wanted to be more serious, I'd actually go and take a little more out of that. But as it is, that'll do for now. No, can't make it there. I don't know why, but it feels like cheating to do this. Don't you feel like that? It's like I come up to this nice little thing. It's like, you know, I could just break this 1 block, but I feel like I had to figure out how to jump up there. It doesn't really make sense. Then again, sense generally doesn't have much to do with that kind of stuff, does it? Oop, didn't mean to come down here, but I guess since I'm here, I'll work on some coal. Yeah. Another thing. I don't know how this LP is going to go, which is kind of odd for me. Generally when I start out an LP, I'm like, oh, goodness me, I really like how so-and-so does an LP, so I'll copy it somewhat, and I'll try to do it like that, and maybe I can have it turn out like they do. And I'm not like talking about like, oh my god, Etho, he is so popular, I'll do my video like that. That's just, though, if I could get popular by copying people, that would be interesting. Overall, I wouldn't like it, though, because I can't keep to that kind of stuff. If someone has their style, let them have their style. I have my own. Oh, hello. That's it's a little more than a little floating island that I thought it was. Maybe I should check that out more seriously. Oh, God. It's like you get speed-ups. Like, just now, I'm like going from wood to stone. It's like you speed up a lot when you go to iron, and if you jump right to diamond, my god. But this first going from a wooden tool to a stone tool, that is the best feeling ever. It's like you were trying to claw your way through something, and suddenly just it's working. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just so nice. Even just on something like coal. I do want to get up there. How do I get up there? I have a little dirt. You know that. Like I was saying, feels like cheating. It's a jumping puzzle. You should be able to jump it. Never mind, it's random. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. New plan. Temporary base. New home. I need to figure out a way to get up there. Also, creeper. I'm gonna kill this creeper. Dang it. I meant like kill it as in, you know, traditional slash it with a sword, not have it blast to pieces. Thank you very much, game. Okay, so double tap still does work. Okay, good. But I won't have to rememorize that quite so much. Better eat up because I'm going to be heading back during the dark. Night times can be vicious. That's actually kind of nice. I'm glad I saw a mob. It's like I wasn't seeing any. And that was kind of nerve-wracking because what's wrong? There should be mobs. And this is when I get on top of the trees. Though I don't think I can make it as far as I need to by tree. Hopefully I can manage it. This is because mobs don't spawn on trees, which is really convenient. Especially in any kind of really overgrown foresty area. The ability to be just like, well, I think I'll ignore mobs for now. Kinda handy. Still trying to figure out how I'll get up to that awesome place. I wasn't expecting anything like that right off the bat, but if it's gonna give it to me, I am so going to use it. Oh, here's another. There we go. Monster Hunter. That's what I wanted. Not exactly going for the achievements or something, but it's kind of nice to get them every once in a while. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Score. Okay. That is one thing. Though it was glitchy, the old way of having it, where if you tried to do that, it would just insta-spawn a mob on you. Oh, cool. It was enough to cook it. That's nice. Are you enough to cook the other one? Because I definitely would prefer a little more than one thing than that. Oh. Right, what I was going for wasn't wood, because I had enough of that. It was stone, because I didn't. Trying to think of how to get up to that place without just pillaring. So that's really the only option at the moment. I had to pillar up there. I think I'm going to want to do some mining, get some iron so I can have a bucket. Because then at least I have a way to get up there without having some kind of nerd pull. And to be fair, nerd pulls aren't a bad thing. It's just, I'd much prefer not to use them, if I could. Let's see, and one of you, was that the right ratio? No, that's, wait, no, that's exactly right. There we go. So, over there is the goal, and, one thing I am going to be doing is, unlike in the Cataclysm videos I do, this I will be trying to keep to a half-hour video, because it's graphical. Like, there's graphics. And, my god, that takes a while to upload on my internet connection. I don't have a bad internet connection, but I don't have a good upload speed. There we go. So, yeah. Not sure how directly I want to go towards it. The stone area, I think I'll set up some kind of mine there. I'll put a temporary house here just to satisfy the fact that I would like a house, all things considered. And you need some place to stay. And then I'll make my way up there. Actually, that's a good idea. One thing I might copy from Etho is that he has his, that one world spawn point. Though this isn't world spawn for me. It would be pretty cool if it was, but it's not. So I'm going to, like, just have a bed up there where I sleep. And while I'm in the area, that's where I'll spawn from. And, like, just have a pool of water down below. That could work. I definitely want a way to get up there. Neither here nor there. Because I'm at 30 minutes, so yeah. That'll be good enough for now. This is Akhier Dragonheart, and I'm signing off.